Connacht went into this game off the back of a victory at home to Zebre on match day 1, and with memories of last season's win over Cardiff at the Arms Park fresh in their minds. The home side were unveiling their new artificial surface, looking for their first victory after defeat away to Glasgow the previous weekend. They welcomed Alex Cuthbert back and would once again be looking toward out-half Rhys Patchell to influence the game. Weather conditions made life difficult for both sides, the driving rain making handling of the ball tricky, but Pat Lam's visitors finally got into the groove after 12 minutes. Kieran Marmion did the spade work, feeding Matt Healy, who skated through and slid over the line, testing the new surface and enjoying the moment. That was the winger's second try in 2 matches, having scored last week in Italy. Dan Parks added the conversion to put Connacht 7 points to 0 ahead. Rhys Patchell scored all 15 of Cardiff's points on match day 1 against Glasgow, and he was on the mark again midway through the first half with a finely struck penalty from distance. 5 minutes later he added another to leave just a point between the sides, and Cardiff went ahead for the first time in the 33rd minute when the out-half kept his composure to land an excellent drop goal, showing great technique and coolness in front of almost 7,000 at the Arms Park. Patchell is definitely a rising star in the Welsh ranks, having made his full international debut in Japan during the summer. That put Blues 9-7 ahead. However, in first half injury time, Parks kicked a penalty to give the visitors the narrowest of leads, 10-9 at the half-time break. The Connacht men had won 3 of their last 4 matches against Blues, and with the half-time lead they may have been dreaming of a 4th win in 5. But Phil Davies' home side started to turn the screw a bit into the second period. Another Patchell penalty put them 12-10 ahead. If there is one concern for Blues management at the moment, it might be the over-reliance on Patchell for scores. As the second half progressed, they piled pressure on the Connacht rearguard, who defended really well to repel attack after attack on their line from the Welsh side. It seemed inevitable that the Blues would eventually make the breakthrough, but Pat Lam will be very happy with how his side withstood the pressure. When Patchell launched another attack with a kick ahead, it looked as if the visitors had staved off the danger. That is, until they tried to break out of their own territory, and Jake Heenan dived in off his feet to concede a penalty. And with Patchell in the sort of form he's in at the moment, that was more or less another guaranteed 3 points for the home side, 15-10 on 67 minutes. He made it 18-10 in the 74th minute to give Blues a little breathing space. Then a further setback for the visitors, who had to finish the game with 14 men. And substitute prop Rodney Ah You tested the referee's patience in the scrum. And Mr. Blesano produced a yellow card to send Ah You to the sin bin. 2 minutes from time, Paul O'Donoghue gave away a penalty for this high tackle on Owen Williams. And Patchell confidently struck his 7th score of the night over the bar to seal a 21-10 win for the Blues, the first win of the campaign for the Welsh side. Just on the full-time whistle, Cardiff gave their fans something else to get excited about. But Connacht, in the shape of Danny Poolman, just about managed to clear the danger. So Patchell, once again the only point scorer for the 2nd match in a row. Connacht back to earth, and now with a big game at home to Ulster up next. Final score at the Arms Park: Blues 21, Connacht 10.